So, is less really more when it comes to strength training, or is somewhere in the middle, somewhat less is more what really matters when it comes to strength training? Hey everyone, my name is Grant. I'm 60 years old. I work out at home and I share that with you here on YouTube. Look, I've been seeing a lot lately on YouTube. There's a lot of older, we'll call them fitness influencers. I wouldn't call myself that. Um, I'm just someone who I don't have a degree or formal training in fitness. I'm just someone who's been working out since they were a teenager. I've done all kinds of strength training, bodybuilding, boxing, and judo, and all kinds of different forms of exercise. So I've been seeing some channels that are talking about less is more, and I want to throw my 2 cents in to the ring here because I have a little bit of a different view on it. A little bit of research done, but we're definitely going to be looking at this from a high level, and it's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a professional, and you should definitely do your own due diligence. But I hope that what I tell you, what I suggest in this video, will resonate with you and make a little bit of sense and help you decide on how often you should train specific muscles. Okay, that's what this is about. So lately I've been seeing videos, a lot more videos of older uh, fellows on YouTube that show workouts and things like that. And some of them are saying that uh, they've now they're doing less strength training and they're noticing a vast difference and they feel better, and this is the way to go. And maybe that's true. I can't doubt their word, but I have a different experience. Now I'm only 60, I'm not 75. But here's my I don't want to say issue, but here's why I decided I wanted to do this video. So a couple of them are saying that they're doing each muscle group once a week. Now, I don't think you need to have a degree in anatomy and muscle building, bodybuilding, etc. to know that if you strengthen a muscle, let's say you work out today and you've pushed your muscle, you've gone to failure. So now your body is going to take a day or two to rebuild and and get a little bit stronger so that the next time you put your body through that same stress, now it's bigger and better and more able to fight that resistance and help you out, right? That's how smart our bodies are without even, we don't even have to do anything. We just work out and our bodies take care of everything, right? But they're saying that they're going to do, let's say, this is just an example. So let's say Monday is chest, triceps, shoulders. Wednesday is back, biceps, core. And then Friday is legs and whatever else I missed, right? And that's it. And then the next day or the next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they repeat that. So let's say Monday you're doing chest. Now by Wednesday, let's say your chest is recovered now, okay? You've gotten sleep and it's recovered and you're at optimal strength for that time and place based on what you've just put your body through, okay? Well, how long from Wednesday before your strength in your chest and whatever triceps and shoulders starts to diminish, right? It's not going to stay at the same strength level for a month, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. No, probably not. It takes about 48 to 72 hours for your muscles to recover. Now, I've been hearing and reading that when you get older, it takes a little longer, but 3 days seems like a hell of a long time for your muscle to recover from a workout. I'm not talking about bodybuilding here. I'm talking about just straight strength training. That's all we want to do here. We don't want to get bigger, more muscular. We just want to get up to a certain amount of strength so that, let's say, we can open the pickle jar. Okay? Okay, so you did forearms on Wednesday, and because now you want to be able to open that pickle jar, and you built up your strength, and on Friday or Saturday you're optimally healed and you're able to open the pickle jar. You're that strong now. Well, how long before, if you don't do any more forearm work, before the strength diminishes? What's that going to take? A week, right? Maybe a little less. I would think a little less. That's just my opinion. I think it takes less than a week. And that's why I'm going to say that your peak level of strength lasts a few days. Let's say it lasts 4 or 5 days, for whatever muscle you're doing. And it's going to depend on your fitness level as well, right? But it's like putting money in the bank. Let's say you keep, in compound interest, you keep putting money in the bank and it's compounding or dividend stocks, whatever. And over time, and every once in a while, there's a little bit of a drawback, like it has been this week or last week. The markets are crashing, but you've still kind of got that base strength, right? And as you work out, as long as you're consistent over the years, you're going to get a little stronger, maybe a little bit bigger. But we're just focusing on strength because we're older adults and we don't care as much to look like a bodybuilder, right? Well, if you're quite fit, you're still going to be quite strong, right? But if you're just the average Joe or Jane and you've gotten to that optimal peak level of strength from doing your workout, I say 4 days, 5 days, and it's going to start to diminish. Now, you're not going to drop off a cliff, but you're going to have to work that muscle again because you need to keep showing it that it's got to keep strong and maybe growing, but you have to show it that this intensity and this action that you're putting it through is going to keep happening. So it's got to keep staying strong, and every 4 to 5 days at least, you got to, in my opinion, you have to do something. So that's my opinion. Now, is that making sense? Now, everyone's different. We're all similar. We're all bone and muscle and sinew and all those things, but we're all just a little bit different, right? And there's a base model that everybody could probably follow, and everybody would be running along tickety-boo and just fine, right? But you really have to look at yourself and figure out what's going to work best for you. Now, I understand that people they want it the easy way, and I get it. I work out actually I work out 7 days a week because on my day off, I still do something. And that's my choice. And, I could try something different, and actually I am. I'm going to be in the process of creating a new workout where I'm doing, for some muscles, I'm doing just compound movements, and other muscles, I'm going to do isolation because I want to look good in a shirt. I want to look good with shorts on. So I want certain muscles to show a little bit more muscular, and other bigger muscles like back and quadriceps, I can do those compound movements. So I can do those twice a week. Now, anything you want to keep muscular, you probably want to do it 2 to 3 times a week. Now, you don't have to go through a huge workout. You just have to stimulate that muscle. You have to get it to that point where it's going to say, okay, I'm going to strengthen up. And so the next time when you do this, it's going to be easier for you. And we can just keep progressing from there. So look, here's what all of this rambling on boils down to is, if you just want to do strength training and you're an older adult, I still think you should do every muscle at least a couple times a week. If you're doing compound movements, especially if you're doing compound movements, twice a week, good enough. Push it to close to failure. Don't do failure every time. Our tendons and our ligaments and our joints and everything that hinges, and it gets a little bit more prone to injury as we get older. So, um, do your body twice a week at least, because if your body's taking 48 to 72 hours to heal, so let's say 2 days to heal, and then after about 2 more days it's going to start to drop off again. Well, you want to hit it at that fourth or fifth day mark to make sure that you keep that strength level up, right? Because every weekend or every 5 days you want to be able to open that pickle jar, right? So work each muscle twice a week. So you could do two big compound workouts. Work your whole body if you want, or you could break it down and do Monday, Tuesday. Split the body up there, and Thursday, Friday, split the body up there. So that you've got Monday you're doing the same thing that you're doing on Thursday, and Tuesday the same thing you're doing on Friday. End it there. That's good enough. Look, caveat is it doesn't matter what you're doing for strength training. You need to make sure you're doing core and cardio as well. Now, you're going to get some cardio with strength training, and you're going to get some core with strength training, but you have to intentionally work those areas. As we get older, it's more and more important to make sure we're increasing our longevity, mobility, and independence. Like, I don't want to be living in a care home when I'm in my 80s or 90s. I want to die at my own kitchen table when I'm 120. Okay, living on my own terms, doing what I want to do. I hope this is all making sense to you. I'm not trying to sway you in any way. I'm not saying that my way is the only way and the exact way you should think about working out when it comes to strength training. Um, I'm hoping at a high level, it makes some sense to you, and you can do your own research. You can figure out what might work for you. Now, if you're brand new to working out, you probably want to do like what I mentioned earlier about Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, some compound movements for the whole body. Do cardio every day of the week. Go walking. You have to do that to keep your mobility and independence. You got to do that. And core. I've used this example before. If you take a piece of spaghetti and you were able to boil an inch in the middle, what would happen to the spaghetti? It's just going to flop over, right? Well, let's pretend that's your core. Now, if we have a spine to help hold us up a bit, but we're still going to kind of be a little wobbly, right? As we age, especially. But if you work your core more, now you're unboiling that center part, and now you're rigid and you're strong and you're able to do things. So I'm going to stop talking. I would love to hear your thoughts and how you feel about this whole world of strength training and what less is more, and what you do, and are you thinking about changing things in the future? I am. I do almost everything isolation now, but I'm getting back into compound moves like I used to do when I was younger, but not quite as heavy, right? Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this topic. I want to know, I can learn something definitely, and I hope that you have as well. If you're not subscribed, come on, don't do it. Don't do it.